Find your way onto your mat. We're going to start standing today. Stand at the center of your mat and start to lift one heel at a time. Keep working out the feet to stretch the arches and wake up the ankles. Relax your heels down and start to lift one shoulder up and then the other, gently stretching side to side, and then start to lift the arm up for a deeper full body stretch, and then the other. Sweep both arms up, take an inhale, exhale, fold forward. Let the knees be soft. Inhale the arms back up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head relax. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Press palms together. Exhale, find a slight back bend. Bend elbows at 90 degrees and then fold forward. Inhale, extend the arms straight in front of you, lift halfway. Sweep fingertips back behind and then exhale, fold forward. Press the hands to the earth, walk them to the front of your mat and walk your feet to the back of the mat. Start to walk your feet out with your hips lifted high. Settle your heels into the ground, lift your hips in down dog, and then slowly lower the knees to the ground, surrender in child's pose. Lift onto your hands and your knees, press into your toes, lift the hips for downward facing dog. Use your thumb and your index finger to press the hips away from the earth. Slide the hips to high plank and hold. Go back to downward dog. Go back to high plank. Firm up the core. Get ready to pull the elbows in close for 3 tricep push-ups. On your knees or on your toes. At the bottom of your last push-up, sweep the chest up into upward dog. Lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Return to high plank or kneeling plank and do 2 tricep push-ups. At the bottom of your last, sweep the chest up into upward facing dog. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. Return to high plank or kneeling plank. Lower the chest down to the ground. Untuck the toes and use the hands to gently lift the chest off of the mat. Lower the chest down slowly and then press up a little bit higher using the hands. Ground the pelvis into the mat. This time, lift your hands and the chest off of the mat. Use the muscles of your back. Lower the chest down, tuck the toes under, lift up into downward facing dog. Kick the right heel up. Carefully step the foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Sweep the arms up into crescent lunge, and then lower the back heel down for warrior 2. Lift the back heel for crescent lunge. Bring the back heel down for warrior 2. Crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Go back to crescent lunge. Lift the chest up, and then bring the hands behind you in a bind. Let the chest drop low and work to straighten the right leg. Return the bend in the right leg, and then straighten it back out. Feel the stretching in your hamstring. Return the bend in your leg and lift the chest. Straighten the leg and fold forward. Keep flowing between these 2 poses. Your back heel can stay lifted or it can be grounded. Squeeze shoulder blades together and press firmly into your palms. Float the arms up, crescent lunge. Step left foot beside the right, sink in chair pose. Hold and forward fold. Ragdoll your way back up to mountain pose. Take an inhale, lift the arms overhead. Open the chest in a little back bend and then big fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop the feet back into plank. Shift the weight forward about an inch and then lower down, Chaturanga Tandasana. Lift the chest into upward dog. Bring the hips back into downward dog. Float the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step it through in between the hands at the front of the mat. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Drop the back heel, warrior two. Lift the back heel, crescent lunge. Open the hips in warrior two. Go back to crescent lunge. Warrior two. Crescent lunge. One more time, warrior two. Back to crescent lunge. Bring the arms down and interlace opposite pinky on top. Begin to fold the chest forward and straighten the left leg. Lift the chest back up and bend the left leg. Folding and straightening, take a deep exhale. Inhale to lift the chest and return the bend in the left knee. Exhale, fold, straighten. Inhale, lift, bend. Exhale, fold, straighten. Inhale, lift, bend. Bring the arms up, step the right foot beside the left for chair pose. Keep the weight in the heels, keep the hips low. And release in a forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or hop the feet to high plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, lift the arms up. Chair pose. Release and forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step or hop feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, lift the arms up. Chair pose. Release and forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Generous bend in the knees here. Lower down to your knees and recover in child's pose. Option to take reverse prayer hands by pressing your elbows into the mat, pressing your palms together, and bringing your palms behind the back of your head. If you have access to yoga blocks, you can also use them to rest your elbows on to gain a deeper stretch in the shoulders. Let your heart be heavy here. Feel a gentle stretch in your lower back. Slowly start to lower the hands down and lift the forehead back up. Draw circles with your head, finding a little stretch in your neck. Come up to tabletop position on your hands and your knees. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round down. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, cow pose. Lift the tailbone. Exhale, cat pose. Spread shoulder blades. Side cat-cow. Exhale, look over your right shoulder blade at your right hip. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, look over left shoulder blade to left hip. Do each side one more time, really squeezing along that side body. Make your way to a comfortable seated position where we will end practice today. Inhale, lift arms overhead, press palms together, bring the hands down in front of heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.